Welcome to Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting 2 Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a 3rd Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Huskers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. He's running free down the middle. 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Trojans. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Mills. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Cornhuskers want to pick up the tempo.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed.
Got a little grass. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, there's another outstanding run. You've been seeing that all season long. I think we all expected this guy to be really good as a true freshman. I don't know if anybody expected this. The fact that he's in the Heisman race as a true freshman, that's just ridiculous.
The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Trying play action. On the run, fires downfield. Finds a man on the left. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy. And this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Wants to throw. It's Calandria. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. Looking to throw. He wants it all. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking down the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
To the air on 2nd down. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Taking it the other way.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And Extra point here will tie the game.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Coming out with it, it's Mosley. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Now on the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And when you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out, and the defense does a really good job playing assignment football, man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell, had the running back taken care of too, nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And he's in for a second touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone. And I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's coverage unit right on top of it. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense...
There he goes! Touchdown, Trojans! Once he got some room, it was over.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll run play action. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's into the end zone for the 2, and he gives them the lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Ready to go back to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw if guys are open vertically down the field.
Here's a little room there. The 40. Past the 30, the 10, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Nebraska!
just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
A run for the quarterback. He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Running inside. It's Jordan. It's a fumble. How in the world did the offense retain possession? And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for space, it's Jordan. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Zings it complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Trojans want to crank the tempo.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Hits him in stride at the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. Trying to run, it's Jordan. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Complete. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Finds his man. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. As we take a look at the stats, both teams putting up some numbers. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the 2nd. Fourth down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Right on the money a grab in the end zone. Getting aggressive here and going for two. He'll set up to throw. Almost had the completion, just missed it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Lets it fly. That's caught. It's Hunter. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Wide receiver comes in motion. They want to run it left here. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Calandria. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Leaves it with the running back. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
And the Huskers will go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. He'll start this drive firing. Finds the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, he threw a touchdown on the last drive. You saw him on the sideline talking to his play caller. Let's keep throwing it. They can't stop us. So here they are on the very next drive. First play, they're taking a shot. This offense right now, you can tell, they feel like they're unstoppable.
Hits the afterburners. Touchdown, USC. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, this this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Makes the grab. They get it into the end zone. Two-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. He'll return it. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Barney. They bring him down, and that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Back to the ground game on the left.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. And finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Looking long. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. He's looking downfield to throw. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Looking for a big play. Catch in stride inside the 15. All the way. Touchdown, Huskers.
Well, they worked the play action, and he had his guy outside one-on-one on the go route, and there was no question who was going to be getting the football on this one. Phenomenal job stacking the defender on the route. He gets in behind him, able to make the catch way down the field, and then run it in for the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Mosley. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air, it's Mayava. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And he could not get loose on the run.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They're working that left side. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. He wants to change this route. Calls his own number. And he's still running after the move. There's a crease. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Trojans! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that's a problem for the defense. On fourth down like that, you've got all those bodies close to the line of scrimmage. If one guy's out of a gap or one guy misses a tackle, it could be a home run, and that's exactly what happened.
And he added the extra point. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on!
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Looking for a gap. It's Nelson. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw. It's Calandria. Takes the easy completion. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Trying the left side. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown. The Cornhuskers headed quickly to the line. Give to the running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. He tries to take the top off. He's got it way down the field. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Trojans peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
And a decent... there before the defense makes the stop. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Snap to the back. Finding some room. Touchdown, Trojans! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. These 2-point conversions are tricky enough. You don't want to add to the degree of difficulty by backing up 5. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Just under half a minute to go before the break. They'll take over 1st and 10. The play action fake. Looking for an open area to his left. Still on his feet at the 25. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running behind that left side. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He'll run it again. Maybe some room here. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Barney. On target. On the move at the 30. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. Let's get right to it with Liberty taking on the Ball State Cardinals. And it's the Flames, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. And that's now 4 W's on the season. This one could be a confidence builder, not only in the context of this season, but also what that group of underclassmen can do down the road. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Conference USA.
Trying to set the tone with the run. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Huskers are in the hurry-up.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2.
Man, this guy has had a tremendous season. When you're getting mentioned for the Heisman Trophy as a true freshman running back, that is absolutely insane. And you've seen it all throughout the years. The big plays, the explosiveness, the speed. This guy has been unbelievable.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Grab behind the line. It's Mills. Makes the grab in their space. Touchdown, Nebraska! That one will give them the lead. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Oh, he's got some space. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat's going to give them a different look. And they are knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage as the defense declaws the Wildcat.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Going deep. Brings it down on the right side. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They take the lead with that score, and number 1 all of a sudden in a little bit of trouble.
And it's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Barney. Makes a grab and room to run. Crosses midfield. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Huskers! He scores for the 5th time in this game.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Back has it. Makes a pass to Marker. There he goes down the right side. He's at the 20. Touchdown, USC. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Going to take a shot. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Bringing it back. The 30.
Well, what a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Snap to the back. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Wants to throw it. Unloads it left. That pass is incomplete. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Off play action. Starts to scramble to the left. He's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll give it to the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That's a statement by the defense. Offense is trying to get physical. They're running power. They're pulling the backside guard, and you blow the play up in the backfield for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Makes the grab on the left. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the 1st down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the 1st down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
On the move. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
The snap sets up to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat's going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Breaks into the open. Inside the 40. The 30. The 20. He's at the 10. nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stops right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off the play fake. Throwing right. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Southern Cal. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Give to the running back. Picks up the first down. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short, and teams want to make their move in the rankings. So first down will open up the final period. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. The throw. Finds his big tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
Well, this guy has exceeded all expectations all season. We knew and we thought he would be talented and he'd leave a mark on the offense. I don't think anybody expected him to be in the Heisman race this late in the season as a true freshman. He is just special.
Good timing on the quick out. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16. And the Huskers moving quickly to the line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Touchdown, Nebraska! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Crosses the goal line for the two-point conversion, and it's an 11-point game. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. The offense changing the play. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
At this this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. 3rd and 6 yards to go. To the air, it's Mayava. Quickly out to the tight end. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
Well, one of the best compliments you can pay a running back is they get stronger as the game goes on. This guy's been awesome all game long, and you're seeing it here in the 4th quarter. He's trying to ice this thing and close it out, still running strong.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying play action. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Touchdown, USC! Quick strike through the air for the score. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Off play action on 1st down. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Trojans! That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarter.
Caught, and he's got room. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Calandria. Now improvising. Slings it downfield. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Mills. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Cornhuskers come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw again. Got his man in the middle. There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you can see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. The quarterback will keep it. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense.
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the...
Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Husker!
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making...
Oh, they're faking it. The holder's going to try to throw it. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. From inside the 15, here's the return. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose on the right. The 10. Touchdown, Trojans. And the pummeling has started. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Scanning the field, it's Mayaba. He will be stopped short, just shy of the goal line, and the two-point conversion attempt will fail. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They want to run this quarterback. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires deep toward the end zone. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
Offense finally woke up, right? In the second half, they came out with their hair on fire. And, David, I don't know if it had as much to do with schematics as it did guys just winning their one-on-one matchups. They told us coming into this game, they thought they had the horses to get this thing done. They just had to make the plays, and we saw that happen in the second half.
They did. They made the plays time and time again until they didn't. Until this last drive when the defense had to have a stop, had to make a play. Didn't have much confidence because of all the success they've had. But it was good to see the defense bounce back, keep their head on, and get a big stop for their team late. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Barney.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Back to throw. It's Calandria. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Rolled his way into the end zone.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. He might want another play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Gonna take a shot. Goes high to pull it in. Got loose, made the big play, and took it down to the 31. And the Trojans will hustle to the line. To the air on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And the stomping has commenced. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Calandria. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships, and how do you seal?
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover. Well, this was an offense.